This is the straight path, mustaqim. Okay, he said, he has led great numbers of you astray. Did you not use your reason? The brain I gave you, the free will I gave you, did you not use it?
Fatana seorang yang tidak terlalu religius atau percaya pada Tuhan sejak awal. Pada saat itu, di mana Fatana merasa berada di titik terendah dalam hidupnya, ia memutuskan untuk membaca Al-Qur'an.
Long story short, I just had a lot of people around me and in my life that just were not very religious or believed in God in the first place. And I was very removed from my family at the time, and I was just at a very, very low point in my life. I think it was like the lowest point of my life. So I just started adapting to kind of how the people around me were moving. Then I had a client who was very, very Christian, and she reawakened my love for God and asked me to come to Bible study. Went to Bible study, went to church, started doing Christian things, eating pork. Ramadan came around, and then I knew that there was still physical benefits to Ramadan. I didn't need to be Muslim to be fasting. And I had never read a translation of the Quran. I only ever read the Arabic of the Quran. At this point, me and my family were so removed from each other, I kind of shared with them at one iftar that, I'm pretty much a Christian. I'm just fasting because it's like physical benefits. And everybody encouraged me to keep reading the Bible. And then I was like, how are they not mad? What is going on? I picked up a translation of the Quran, and then I just, what happened.
Fatana menemukan surah An-Nisa yang membuatnya terkejut bahwa Allah memberikan kedudukan pada perempuan dengan posisi yang begitu terhormat dan mulia.
Yes, and I'm going to go ahead and read out of one of my favorite chapters, which is the chapter of women. Chapter 4, An-Nisa. You who believe, it is not lawful for you to inherit women against their will, nor should you treat your wives harshly, hoping to take back some of the bride gift you gave them, unless they are guilty of something clearly outrageous. Live with them in accordance with what is fair and kind. If you dislike them, it may well be that you dislike something in which God has put much good. You can't just inherit a woman against their will. You can't just have a woman that doesn't agree to wanting you. And you can't treat them harshly. You can't just take back what you've given them. Unless they've done something clearly outrageous, like indecent acts or violence towards you. Okay? Live with them in accordance with what is fair and kind. And if you dislike them, you don't like what God put in them. I love this chapter because it gives women's rights.
Setelah membaca Al-Qur'an, Fatana menemukan hari kebangkitan atau hari penghakiman dan peringatan-peringatan Allah akan balasan yang diterima oleh manusia di saat itu.
Yo, I was reading this part of the Quran, and I'm telling you, chills. Okay, listen. This is Surah Yasin, and Allah is talking about the Day of Judgment, okay? So, He says, the trumpet will be sounded, and lo and behold, they will rush out to their Lord from their graves. Okay? So think about like that Halloween Town scene where everybody's up from their graves and you just see a bunch of people that are supposed to be dead. The graveyards are empty, okay? All Israfil had to do, peace be upon him, is he just had to hit the trumpet once. It was just one single blast. And boom, you were out of your graves. You were brought before us, before Allah, right? Then he's like, no soul will be wronged in the least. You won't be repaid for your deeds. No big deal, right? Like you're not gonna be wrong. You're not gonna be done dirty. Like Allah is fair. He's just. If you were a bad person, you're gonna have a bad afterlife. If you were a good person, I'm gonna take care of you. And he's like, the people of paradise are happily occupied. They're and their spouses seated on couches with shade. Literally, they can have whatever they want. Anything they ask for. Have whatever they want. Then this is where it gets a little dark, okay? He goes, but step aside today, you guilty ones. Oh my God, I started getting scared. He said, children of Adam, did I not command you not to serve Satan? For he was your sworn enemy. Didn't I tell you? He said, I told you to serve me. This is the straight path, mustaqim. Okay, he said, he has led great numbers of you astray. Did you not use your reason? The brain I gave you, the free will I gave you, did you not use it? I started getting scared. This is the fire. I warned you against. Like, he's like, bro, I sent you down book after book after book. Your book was the Quran. He's talking about the last like generations of people after Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He's saying, bro, I sent you the Quran and you ignored it. There's all these volumes of Ibn Kathir and all these tasfirs, all these hadiths and stuff, and you ignored it. He said, you guilty ones, enter it today, the fire, because you went on ignoring my commands, Allah's commands. He's like, on that day, we shall seal up their mouths. Okay, listen, this is where he gets crazy. We shall seal up their mouths, but their hands will speak to us, and their feet bear witness to everything they have done. Do you realize you're not even going to be able to be your own lawyer on the day of judgment? You're not even going to be able to speak for yourself. You're not going to say nothing. This is gone. You can't even try to explain for yourself. Because guess what? Your hands are going to be like, oh yeah, when I was 16, I did this, blah, 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 blah. This and that. Oh, this hand was used to steal, blah, 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 blah. And the feet, you know what the feet are gonna, oh yeah, I walked into that club and I walked towards a drink of alcohol and I was standing by the bar for like a good 30 minutes from what I remember. Bro, I don't know, but they're gonna be talking for you, okay? This was the one that really got me. He said, if it had been our will, if I wanted to, Allah saying, if I wanted to, I could have taken away their sight. We could have taken away their sight. They would have struggled to find the way, but how could they have seen it? Allah is saying, bro, I could take your sight away so that you don't even try looking for the straight path. But how could you have even seen it? You haven't seen it this far, so you still wouldn't have seen it now. It could have been right in front of your face, and you still not gonna see it. 2 ayahs later, he goes, if we extend anyone's life, we reverse his development. Do they not use their reason? Bro, do you know what that means? He said, even if I extended your life, even if I gave you a chance to do better, to do more, to get more good sense, even if I did that, do you not realize that we just reversed your development? You start here as a baby that needs to be fed, clothed, everything. You can't even live on your own. You're a freaking baby, okay? You're gonna go through life, die. Guess what? It's a circle of life, okay? You're gonna become old and senile. You're gonna become just a baby again. It's Benjamin buttoning yourself, okay? You are gonna need to be clothed, fed, everything. You're not gonna be able to do anything alone. You come back, you reverse your development. You going back to being a baby. You going back to all that. Like, bro, he said, do they not use their reason? Do you not use your brain? Bro, in this surah, Allah keeps asking, he said, use your brain. Use your reason. I gave you the signs. I gave you this. I gave you this. Let me chill. This surah gave me chills because I was like, yeah, it's really that easy. Use your reason. Like, bro, you don't need to become some kind of Quran scholar. You don't need to do Quran study with an imam or something. Okay, just go pick up the Quran because look, the Quran literally tells us. That's it. I just be reading the Quran.